All right, at this point, we're gonna upgrade this fuel system. If you got the Ultimate Power Bundle, you would get these new fuel parts. In your kit. Questions are, why would I care about that? There's a lot of things that could go wrong with the fuel system, and part of the Ultimate Power Bundle, it doesn't really make more power. It's just designed to protect you from having issues out there where you have to stop, figure it out, change parts, fix things to keep going. We just want you to ride and have a good time. So, one of the main parts of the kit is a bigger fuel filter element. Here is your stock quick disconnect thing, right, where you have to squeeze this clip here and pull this dude apart. Inside of it is this dinky little fuel filter right here, and that's a problem, and you get a lot of them in your toolkit a lot of times, and you would, if you wonder why you get so many, even in the service manual it tells you to change this thing every few hours. You would have to stop, have a pick, get this thing out on the trail, and you can see how small the filtering of it is. One little thing gets in here and the bike even starts to run worse. You think they're lean when they're stock, just get something in there. But even if everything's right, you start to get stuff in there and it starts to run crappy, idle crappy, be bad on the bottom end. So to avoid that, we are going to change this filter element. Another side of the kit is a new 90-degree fitting here. Well, why would you care about that? Well, because this portion of your stock one is plastic and everything is under high pressure in this system to make it work. So you fall over and crack this thing, you got 50 PSI in here, now you're fuel spraying everywhere, you're stranded, you're done. Not a good situation. So we provide you with a tricky little high flow metal one that we make. Which you see right here. It's lower profile, it's a higher flow, which is good for wide open running, but it's also strong. You can take a hit, not have an issue. Let's change it really fast. So the nut on the bottom of this thing is 17 millimeters. It may or may not leak. I don't know how much it might when you take this off. It depends on how tight the O-ring in the pump is pulled against the bottom of the tank. So be prepared for some stuff to come out. If it continually comes out, then just put it back together, lean the bike on its side, or take the fuel out of the tank. Usually you don't get too much that comes out of this thing. At this point, you can tell we are really good. I just have to bring up the other side of it because one time this guy's nut was loose down here, the assembly was loose, and fuel came out. Now, this thing, you can kind of twist it to where you need. This thing just secures in place with a 1/4-inch socket. Now let's replace the rest of the system. We have to take this stock, bad 90-degree, greater than 90-degree plastic fuel rail off of the bottom of the throttle body and change it to one of our more straight shot aluminum units. Let's do that now. So now we're going to do our fuel rail and fuel filter options on this 500. The easiest way to get to that thing, to get it off, honestly, is just to take the muffler off, take this mid pipe off, you'll take your bolt and your springs off, and the thing slides out. So the fuel rail bolts are here and here. They're just 8mm bolts. You can easily take them right off. I'm going to unscrew this little cold start thingy though, for more clarity of seeing what's going on. Now you can easily see the bolts. They will come out with an 8mm end wrench. Pull your fuel rail assembly out and remove this clip right here, which is the power going to the fuel injector. So, there we go. Ooh, so many fun things to note here. So now I'm going to ditch this stock fuel rail. Here it is from your bike. Here's the fuel injector. This just pulls out. the fuel delivery, it's more than a 90-degree of fuel. It acts as kind of like a kink on a hose. So when you give it the quick gas and you need a quick shot of fuel, there's actually a little lean hesitation because it just doesn't get a nice shot of fuel. We've been making this straight shot fuel rail forever. We were the ones that invented it. I am the one that came up with this. And of course, everybody and their mother rips it off nowadays. But yeah, you can see how this is a much straighter shot of fuel going into the injector. That really helped get rid of, flame outs and hesitations when, the fueling in the ECU was already correct. This is our new clamp-on fuel filter rail, and this is our new quick disconnect fuel filter rail. The difference between these two is on this one here, you just run a fuel line to it, and then the fuel line just goes straight to the tank. There's no more quick disconnect in it. On this one here, you still use your quick disconnect part here that just goes straight to it. And then this goes to your 90. On the bikes that we're talking about now, the 20 to 23 500s, I would go this route because the way the tank's set up, I like a quick disconnect on it. And then you have a fuel stop. On the newer bikes, the fuel pump's in a different place. On those kind of things, I like this particular one on the 450s and 500s. And then you just use this kind of twisty thing where it goes to the fuel rail, where it goes to the fuel pump on the tank. That way you can take it off and no real fuel leaks out. 250s and 350s, you can't use this or this. There's just not enough room in there. It hits the starter. So those bikes, you have to go with the older style fuel rail, and then you just use our quick disconnect large area fuel filter. And this part acts as one half of the quick disconnect. Then your fuel line goes to here. And we have this large, area pleated 20 micron fuel filter we make, which is just a little bit better than this stock little piece of junk. You can see there's quite the difference in area there. This is lifelong. You would just unscrew the filter, blow it out. You're looking good. So we're going to replace this whole assembly with this icky filter and this not so great fuel rail with one of these things. My personal choice on the bike is this. It's very clean. Inside of here is this filter, so we're not using these two parts, all the extra clamps, the extra hosing. We're just using this one cute part where this plugs onto it, and we just run the line from here to the 90 at the tank. The easiest way to get these dudes apart is where these tangs fold over on themselves. Just grab it with a pair of these kind of pliers on the sides, squeeze, break it. Cool, it came up. Just peel it away and pull this off. Now, we will connect this up later. One thing about the ejectors are there's a seal at the top of them, this little rubber seal. It goes up here. It was in the throttle body, it stayed in the throttle body. The problem with putting it back together that way is this is a very sharp edge right here, and where this is in the throttle body, it's kind of pinched. So when you're trying to get this in here, sometimes it doesn't want to catch and go. You don't really want to rip this seal right here, because if it sucks air, well, then you're going to have leanness to it, and you're going to have hesitations and blurbles and possibly backfires and think that something's wrong with the same when it's really just sucking air through this joint, and you need to replace this seal. So put it on here before you put it back together. I personally put some grease right here to make these things go together easier. I will say this, that if it's cold out, because this is aluminum, if it's in a colder room, this is going to contract a little bit. This hole will become slightly smaller. This is a little bit harder to get in. So if you're having a hard time doing it, you can just warm this up, a little grease on here, and this dude just comes together like this. Now we just put it back on the bike and use the original screws. So I take my quick disconnect piece, and you get a piece of hose with the deal, and I'm just going to put it together, slide a hose clamp on it. I like to kind of see which way the hose wants to go. I will turn this, easy access, get my clip right where I can always get to it. Now, I'm gonna run this through here because I like the cleanliness of it. And I'm just gonna plunk it into my 90. I will cut it to fit. Yeah, look, everything's clean. You can always get in here, squeeze this thing, pull it on and off. If needed, take the tank off, no fuel drips. This would be my personal go-to on this bike.